What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike back at it again with another video. You guys already know the deal if you're not new around here. I make videos talking all about personal finance. That means credit, budgeting, credit cards, investing your money, saving your money, anything relating to money. I got you covered right here on the channel. So if you're interested in stuff like that, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, all that good jazz. You guys already know the deal. But if you are new around here, then you might not know, and that is what I do. Either way, in this video, this is going to be a different video because I'm actually going to be reacting to something on Twitter that I've seen over the past day and a half now, I guess I could say. Haven't made a reaction video before, so we're going to try this out. If you guys do enjoy it, make sure you let me know down in the comment section below. But either way, we're going to be reacting to this girl and her budget that she posted on TikTok that somehow made it to Twitter. There's a lot of controversy over her budget on Twitter regarding the amount of money that she makes every single month. And then I looked at it myself and I was just like, why is she spending money on this? So I was like, okay, let's just make a video about it. Cause you know, for entertainment purposes and educational purposes, it makes a lot of sense. So let's actually watch the full video real quick. It's like 2 minutes long and then we'll cut back. You'll watch it live with me. So let's actually watch the video right now. Now this video was posted and reposted by multiple people. It has thousands of likes on Twitter, over 1 million likes I think on TikTok now, and she's gone into detail about a couple of things on TikTok, on Twitter. All the information is pretty much spread out, so I try to find as much information as possible to bring you guys this video, and we'll just watch it first and then we'll jump into it. Either way, let's watch the video real quick. And I saw it originally on Twitter, so that's where we're gonna watch it at on Twitter. So let's go ahead and watch it right now.
In a couple incentive shifts. So this check was $5,917. First, I'm writing down all of my bills for this paycheck. I budget bi-weekly. So every check I save half of my rent, half of my car, and half of my car insurance. And then the other half comes for my next paycheck. Bill total is $1,199. Leaves us with $4,718 left. Moving on to envelopes, I'm doing a little bit more than I usually put in my envelopes. $150 for food, $100 for spending, $50 for Scooby, $50 for household, $100 for utilities, and $60 for gas. Envelope total is $510. That leaves $4,208 left over. Moving on to my savings, I decided I need to focus on building up my emergency fund. So my goal right now is to save at least 3 months worth of expenses before I go back to paying off my debt. So this paycheck, I'm going to put $2,000 towards my savings. Going up to sinking funds, I did do extra in my sinking funds because I had some extra money. Let's see, saved $100 for my birthday, which is November 25th. Saving $400 for beauty so I can get my hair done. Clothes, I'm doing $150 so I can get some clothes for the fall. $120 so I can get closer to my new designer bag. So sinking total is $1,070. That leaves $928 left. I am going to pay $895 towards credit cards through the snowball method, and then I'm going to take a little break and focus on my savings.
Okay, so that's the whole video. That's her whole budget for, I believe this was for September, I guess? September? I think it's her September budget or something like that. And she said off the rip that she made $5,000 something. Let's go back a little bit. She made $5,917 on one single paycheck. So off rip, she's making a lot of money. Now, before that, she also mentioned that she worked a lot of overtime to get to that check. So that is not her normal check. I think her normal check, after me doing research on TikTok and comment section, basically, she's making roughly about $6,000 a month. So let's just say she's making $6,000 a month, not $6,000 a check. That would be $12,000 a month. But either way, she's making about $6,000 a month. On top of that, we can look at her bills right here because I have them right here. Her bills right here, we got her phone bill, makes sense, about $60. Discover, I'm assuming she's talking about her Discover credit cards, Care credit card, PNC. They're probably all credit cards. So she's paying, looks like $36, $26, $36, $29, $36 again. Wi-Fi, $78. It looks like half of rent, $550. So that means that's $1,100 a month for rent. Half of the car, half of the car is $300, so that means you're paying $600 a month for your car. Don't know what you're driving, but I'm assuming it's probably a Mercedes. And when I first watched this video, that was my complete assumption. It's probably a Mercedes because you're spending a lot of money on a car. You know, $600 a month on a car is a lot of money considering, you know, you have a lot of debt. And I'm not here to judge anybody. People can do whatever they want with their own money because it's your money. You can do whatever you want. But just looking at this right here, it's not really adding up to me personally. And there's nothing wrong with her bills right now either. The bills are fine. I mean, you have to pay your bills regardless. House, utilities, all the gas, all that kind of stuff's regular. I mean, it makes sense, you know. There's still bills, but she's a lot of money left over. She has over $4,000 left over after all of that. So I'm like, okay. And then she said something about her debt, and she was like, she said she's focused on building up an emergency fund before she pays off the rest of her debt. And that's why I was like, okay, that's a little confusing. I was like, okay, if you have a lot of debt, I personally think if it's a lot of high interest debt, meaning a lot of credit cards usually because they hold high interest debt, you should pay off those credit cards first and then focus on the emergency fund after that. And then once you're done with a solid emergency fund of at least 3 to 6 months, then you move on over to start investing your money. Once you have a little bit of savings as well, you know, you move on over to investing your money because when you have your money work for you, that's probably one of the best possible outcomes you can get for your money instead of your money sitting in a savings account and earning you absolutely nothing. It's probably one of the worst things you can do for your money besides wasting it, pretty much. You're burning it anyway because of inflation. So go ahead and invest your money. I talk about that on my channel all the time. I show you guys exactly how to invest your money. I show you guys my full portfolio. So if you're interested in stuff like that, definitely check out those previous investing videos. But either way, she doesn't do that. So she puts all this money towards her emergency fund, which, like I said, I wouldn't do. I would pay down the debt first. Personally, for me, I would pay down the debt first. It makes more sense because you would save more money. But whatever, she does that. I'm like, okay, $2,000 left over, cool. And then she got to this sinking funds category, and this was I was just like, yo, what is going on? What is going on? Because I was like, she says she still has debt. So I'm looking at these categories, and she says she's saving for her birthday. Okay, I understand. It is your birthday. You know, you should take time to enjoy yourself regardless of your situation. It is what it is. Like, I personally think you should always take time to enjoy yourself. I don't even do that myself personally, but you should do it because, you know, for mental well-being, you should take care of yourself. Holidays, okay. I was like, okay, just, you know, you're bundling a lot of stuff. Traveling and vacation, I feel like that's the same fun, but she separated them for whatever reason. Beauty, she said she spent like $400 a month on beauty. Trying to skip ahead a little bit. She spent like $400 a month on beauty, and I'm sitting there like, bro, $400 a month on beauty?
Yeah, Drake!
And then tattoos was $50 a month apparently. $400 a month on beauty, or you're at least putting money away for that. That sounded a little bit excessive to me considering you have debt. So to me, I understand the same thing goes. You know, take care of yourself. You're going to feel better if you look better. I get all that. But like if you have debt, I personally think you should focus on paying down that debt first and then going ahead and doing all those extra things with your money. So I was like, okay, the beauty I can kind of get, but still $400 a month. I mean, it's probably her hair, her nails, you know, whatever. She said she wanted to buy some more clothes, $150. I'm like, okay, clothes kind of weird too, but you know, it is what it is. Kind of strange because like you have debt. And then she said a designer bag, bro. And this is what got me. I'm just like, what do you mean a designer bag? You don't have, and like I said, can't tell people how to spend their money, but you don't have money to buy a designer bag because you have debt. And like I said, I don't know what Charlotte is, and I don't know what BBW is. It's not what you think it is. And she also put, oh yeah, the last part. I missed this last part. She also put $895 towards credit card debt. So I'm sitting there like, okay, why are you making the minimum payment? She said she was doing the snowball method. I talked about the snowball method in a previous video, so make sure you check that out if you don't know what that means. But she said she's putting $895 towards credit card debt. Credit card debt, how much credit card debt do you have? And originally that was my question. I found that answer, and I'll discuss that in a second. But credit card debt, if you're putting that much money towards credit card debt and you're still making minimum payments on those other credit cards, then why are you saving so much money for all this other stuff? It doesn't really make much sense to me personally. Like I said, pay off the debt first, then you'll have more money to go and do whatever you want to go and do with it with, and don't have to worry about any debt because you don't want to pay interest on those credit cards because it's extra money that's coming out of your pocket that doesn't need to come out of your pocket. Credit card debt, interest, if you don't understand the concept of interest, basically you're swiping your card. After about 30 days, you're going to be charged interest if you're not paying off that balance in full by the end of the month when it comes to your credit card. And if you're paying the interest, that's continuously going to build on top of each other, overall compounding, making it so you pay even more for something that's worth less than what you even bought it for. So if you bought something for $20, you might end up paying $27 for it by the time you pay off that credit card if you don't pay it off in full every single month, as you should do with every single credit card that you get. And if you can't buy something like that, or if you can't do that with a credit card, then I honestly recommend that you shouldn't do it at all. She ended the budget with about $33 left, and I was just looking at it like, yeah, like Twitter's been in uproar. TikTok, overall, the same thing, pretty much an uproar. People were all over the place. This person said, imagine being this disciplined. And honestly, I didn't agree. I think she was disciplined in the fact of putting her money where it needed to go, but she wasn't disciplined in the fact of saving the money and putting the money towards where it needed to go in the sense of paying down her debt faster. And after doing research, I found out that she has over $8,000 or $9,000 in credit card debt. So you're telling me that you worked all those extra hours at work, which also she showed, I think, because, an average work week is like 40 hours a week. She worked at least, I think, 100 hours, as far as I know. I had to find the comment again. But she worked at least 100 hours, and you put that money towards, not nonsense, but in my opinion, it's nonsense. Like, why don't you put that money towards paying down your debt sooner? Because if you have over $8,000 in credit card debt, and that is high interest debt, it's going to take you a really long time to pay that off if you're not knocking it out. And luckily, you're making a lot of money. She's making about $6,000 a month. This is not an average paycheck. You're making about $6,000 a month. So on average, the paycheck is about $3,000. So this is not an average paycheck for you. So if it's not an average paycheck for you, I would go ahead and knock out all that stuff you want to knock out. Those credit cards have to go. And past that, she didn't invest anything. And you guys know, you got to invest. But like I said, credit card debt comes first. After you credit card debt down, then you go ahead, get that 3 to 6 month cushion on the emergency fund. And then after the emergency fund, you go ahead and start investing your money. Either way, me going through the comments, people will seem more upset by just her having that amount of money or making that amount of money, instead of actually being upset at her budgeting strategy. She's no. I'm not trying to say she can't budget, because the average person might not even go out of their way to even bother to try to go ahead and budget. She's budgeting. She knows she's not budgeting. She knows where all her money is going. She's tracking everything. That's amazing. The average person's not going to do that. That's really good of her to really, go out here and track everything. But you're not budgeting right in the sense of actually trying to pay down your debt any faster. Because if you were, you wouldn't be saving money for things like hair, their nails, the designer bag and stuff like that. That all comes after, and she would have more money in the long term than she would in the short term by simply paying off her debt faster, because she has so much debt. Like I said, over $8,000 in credit card debt. I don't know what those interest rates are on those credit cards, but I know for sure those credit cards likely have over a 20% interest rate. And if that's the case, if you're making the minimum payment even while using the snowball method, you're still in trouble, because the minimum payment while using the snowball method, it doesn't really work out in the sense of you not actually paying for the credit card. You have more than enough money to pay off at least one credit card, according to the picture that I'll post on screen. She had more than enough money to pay off at least one of the credit cards, but she decided to save it for something else. So in my personal opinion, I feel as though you're not saving. I don't think she saved any money in that video. Some people think completely otherwise. Some people say she's, privileged and all this kind of stuff. I don't care. I don't see all that. I don't see the privilege and stuff like that. If you can't manage 500, you can't manage 5,000. In this case, she can't manage it. In my personal opinion, you can't manage it. And it's just like, honestly, no hate to her. If she wants to reach out and I can make a budget with her, if you guys will be interested in that, or I can find out and we can do a budget together, that'd be awesome. Honestly, I would love to. And honestly, if anybody feels that way, definitely just reach out to me on social media. Let me know down in the comment section below. Make a video of your budget and I can react to your video, and we can just do that. If that's what you want to do, we can do that. But I just don't think this is it. And if she's really serious about paying down that debt, I don't think this is the way to go. But just looking at some of these comments, I really don't know why people are hating. I understand money is a sensitive topic. And I know if you make a lot of money, generally speaking, if you make a lot of money, people just don't like you just for making a lot of money. They think you cheated the system or you didn't earn it the right way. We have no idea what she went through to become, apparently she's a registered nurse. So we have no idea what the amount of work she had to go through to become a registered nurse. And that's not an easy job. And I respect 100% all nurses. And it's a job that I wouldn't do. I'm personally in IT, but it's a job I wouldn't do personally. And it's a job I wouldn't want to do. So 100% respect to her. If she's working, she's grinding, she's putting in over 100 hours at work. Why are you angry at that? And you're saving people. You're saving people's lives. So what's there to be angry about? People are mad that she's making this money. That doesn't add up to me. I just don't know. I don't know where that hate's coming from. I'm not the judge. I'm just trying to help people out when it comes to their finances. I'm trying to help myself out when it comes to my finances. I'm not perfect, but I think I'm pretty well off. So that's all I really have to say. If you guys want to see more content like this, let me know down in the comment section below. You have to see me react to some of your stuff. Let me know down in the comment section below. I have merch as well if you guys are interested. Definitely check out the channel for that, or check out the website for that. If you guys want to see more stuff of me talking about personal finance or join a whole personal finance community, make sure you check my Discord. I have links down below where you can get some free stocks, some free cryptocurrency, and some free money back on other things like gas, and probably the best savings account you can ever use, which is known as Yada Savings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to talk about. Also, check out the Patreon. And that's pretty much it. If you want to support the channel even further, Patreon, that's the go-to right there. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching as always. Take care of yourselves. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.